Hi, everyone. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling up and optimistic. As we've told you all along, we'd be providing you with regular updates. And even though we anticipate, based on what the medical community is telling us, that things are probably going to get worse before they get better as far as the number of infections, but as long as everyone is responsible, we're going to be okay. I want to just let you know about a few things that we're working on as we speak, and hopefully we'll be able to have regular updates both by email and by video message very, very shortly. The first one is that if you are a senior, we do not want you to go shopping. We don't want you to go to the supermarket regardless of what hours they make. I know that the stores are really working hard to try and accommodate the seniors. We are working on actually formalizing a system where we're going to create the ability for any member of our shul to order groceries by sending in an order to an email at the shul. And then we'll just be able to bill your credit card that we have on file with your membership ID. And we're going to send someone out, a volunteer, to pick up the goods for you from Nofrills, who we're in the process of making this partnership with. They're very, very accommodating and trying to help us in any way they can. And I hope to be able to have more information for you later today. Today is Wednesday, March 18th, and tonight at 7:30 p.m., we're going to create a link for all of us to say some Tehillim together, just for a few minutes, just to be able to recite a few kapitelach of Tehillim. We'll send you out the Zoom link later today when we send out our email. We just want to be able to see each other's faces and to feel that we're doing some tefillah together. And I look forward to seeing your beautiful face on the video on my computer screen later. Please remember that today is the last day to order your Shmuramasa from the shul. Please go to Bayt.ca and put in your orders by the end of today. I want to let you know that Rabbi Pesach Krohn is going to be having a special video presentation for all bar mitzvah boys whose bar mitzvah is being compromised as a result of the coronavirus. That'll be Thursday night, tomorrow night at 8 p.m. We'll send you out the call-in information, and if this is relevant for you or anyone in your family, please pass along the information. I want to let you know that COR was supposed to do a koshering service for us and for the Thornhill community. That's been canceled, as you can imagine. I don't want you to be nervous about making Pesach. Next week we're going to set up some informative classes by video hookup to help people who haven't made Pesach in a long time, to help you get back in the groove. But I just want to reassure you that whether it's koshering your utensils or knowing what to clean and how to prepare the house, you've got this. I don't want you to worry about it. It's going to be fine. Don't be upset. Don't be nervous. Don't be scared. I'm with you, and all of us are with you every step of the way, and we're going to take care of this together. And it's not as hard as people think. I also got a shiloh this week regarding hand sanitizers. They read a kashrus advisory that only hand sanitizers that have alcohol from a kosher, a non-grain source are acceptable. I disagree. All hand sanitizers are kosher lepesach, and just buy whatever you need in order to keep yourself clean and in tip-top shape. All hand sanitizers are kosher lepesach, period. The Kalim Mikvah. We have a beautiful Kalim Mikvah, which is currently closed just like the rest of the building. So here's what we're going to do. We know that many people, especially people who haven't made Pesach in a while, have utensils that need to go to the mikvah. So we're going to create special hours Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week from 10 a.m. to noon. But it's by appointment only. So later today in our email, we're going to send you a link where you can sign up in 15-minute intervals to make an appointment to be allowed to use the Kalim Mikvah. The reason why we're doing it by appointment only is because we don't want anyone to have contact with anyone. And so we'll let people in one person at a time to spend up to 15 minutes max in toiveling all of their essential items that they need. This is not available if you're a caterer. This is only available for our members. Members only are going to be able to use this service. If there are extra spaces, we may open it up for other people. But as for now, it'll be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And finally, as I've mentioned before, if you need anything, give us a shout. We're here for you by email, by phone. You know how to reach us. All the information is on the website. Let me just leave you with a quick Devar Torah for today. Today's Daf Yomi was amazing because it talked about the mitzvah of Bikur Cholim, of visiting the sick. And something interesting that the Gemara pointed out in the Gemara in Shabbos Daf Yud Beis is that a certain rabbi, when he would visit the sick, would say a prayer, and he would use the Aramaic language to pray for that person's refuah shalema. And the Gemara asks a question. 1 second, you're not supposed to say Aramaic prayers because the angels don't like Aramaic prayer, and they're not going to transport your prayers up to God. And so how can that be that this rabbi prayed in Aramaic? And the Gemara answered that the only time that you're not allowed to pray in Aramaic is if you are dependent upon the angels to bring your prayers up to heaven. But when you visit a sick person, the Shekinah is right there by that person's bed. So you don't need the angels. God will get the message directly, and therefore you can pray in any language you want, including Aramaic. Now, this is a very cryptic Gemara. What does it mean in the first place that angels don't like or appreciate the Aramaic language? I'm not going to get into that right now. But it is reminiscent of a principle that the Gemara says in Masechet Sota, and that is codified in the Shulchan Aruch, that you can only recite prayers in Aramaic when you're davening with a minyan. Because the fundamental difference between davening with a minyan versus davening by yourself is that when you daven by yourself, the angels transport your prayers up to heaven. But when you daven with a minyan, the Shekinah comes down and receives your prayers more directly. So that's why, let's say, when we're davening on Shabbos by ourselves, we won't say the prayer of Yakum Purkan Min Shemaya because it's Aramaic, and we don't say Aramaic prayers when we're praying without a minyan. But here's the thought that I had when we learned this Gemara today. You know, people are so concerned that they're not davening with a minyan. There's certain prayers that we can't say. Guess what? The Shekinah is here in the world today with us because of all of the Cholei, because of all of the Cholei Olam, because of all of the Cholim of the world today. The Shekinah comes down to be with the sick. So even though normally it's true that the Shekinah only comes down to a minyan, I'm of the opinion that today, even if you're davening by yourself, the Shekinah has come down to this entire world to attend to the sick of this world. So I wanted to give you those words of encouragement so that you understand that whether you daven alone or whether you daven with a minyan, the Shekinah is with you. And obviously, no one's davening with a minyan today, at least people who have a little bit of seichel, who know that we have to act responsibly and not spread this illness any further. Please keep safe. As I mentioned at the top of this video message, we will have news later for you today, hopefully, about how this system will be set up so that we can do the shopping for you. We care about you. We're concerned about you. We want to take care of you. And if you can take care of one other person, please do so. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.